Hi guys, welcome to Talking with Shadow, Season 1, Episode 1. I'm so happy to be doing this. This month is people, and today's video is going to be about people in school. Super easy, simple, fast. I'm going to try to get this out today so we can do all 4 weeks for the starting month. Now, I want to talk about more or less my school versus the TV school. Where everybody's girly girl if you're a girl and tomboy and you stand out. Stuff like that in the movies. Now, in my school, we have, I'm in 7th grade, so it is a little bit better. Everybody's starting to break into groups. Nobody is right now in groups. You can easily switch your group in a snap of your fingers. So, right now, I see these group forming. I see the cheerleaders, the girly girls, the wannabes, and I don't know what to call them. They're in betweens, and that's where I am actually. In the girls' side, I'm in between. And so is my friend, who is a tomboy. I'm not mentioning any of their names. I don't have permission. And there's another one that is in that group, which is, a girly girl. I don't mean to be mean to her. It's just true. And then there's one that's a nerd. I am also a nerd at that group. Most people probably wouldn't call me a nerd except my friend group because of how I act in my friend group. I just like to call myself the person who wants to get schoolwork done so I can go home. So I pay attention so I don't have any homework. That's really what I am. But, I hate to say this about the boys, but not all of them, but most of them in school act silly, rambunctious. I can't say that word right. They don't focus ever. They're kind of those. They're not really jerks, which is good, but they're acting like 5th graders, maybe even younger. Now, there are some people that are a little more serious or act kind of like my brother does, where he has a sense of humor if you get to know him, but if you just see him, you wouldn't think that. But obviously, everybody has a different sense of humor inside. Everybody is different in school, but this is how I think of it. Your family doesn't know how you are in school, right? Unless they're in the same grade as you. I mean, my family, if they went to school, they wouldn't expect to hear how I act. Because I act totally different at school. In a good and kind of bad way. Not really bad way. But in a better way than I do at home. So, you really don't know what to expect when you walk in school. Especially on the first day. Now, I'm talking from experience here. I have moved around, I think, 4 times. 4 different schools. I stood out in this one the most for the first few weeks. But that was because I started when they were about to go on summer vacation. 3 months before they went on summer vacation. So they were rambunctious and didn't care about anything. They just cared about getting out of school and misbehaving more. Yeah, so not the best time to start. So if you guys are looking at joining a new school, I do suggest not going 3 months before their summer vacation, because you might not get the best friends. I talk from experience. But that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about types of people, right? Kind of got off task. I like getting off task. You'll see that in my podcast. But it's fun to talk. Anywho, so we have what I'll call the mess around boys, which I talked to you about. The girly girls. Let's talk more about the girly girls. When people think of the girly girls, they have to be perfect, beautiful. No. The girly girls is the stereotypical girl that you see in movies, but they don't have to be skinny for that. I have to tell you that. All they really need, you can't tell by looks, but if you talk to them, they kind of act like they're better than everybody else. They're not. Now, there is a line between the sassy girl and the girly girl. I'll tell you that as a girl. Because there's the sassy girl who is just mean. Doesn't care about her looks, just mean. Or even some of them do care about their looks, but the girly girl is different. They think they look and are better than everybody else. Easy summary. They're better than everybody else. Now, I'm sure there's boys like that. I just don't know their group. I'm a girl, so I really know those groups. Mostly because my friend group talks about them. Anyhow, now I'm going to say some groups that you probably don't want to be in. Not that they're bad, but they're just, I don't know. But you probably don't want to be in that mess around, everybody hates you crowd. And you definitely do not want to be in the cool crowd. Me and my brother actually talked about this. Like, everybody says the person's the cool person, but yet, if you actually talk to them more, everybody hates the cool kid. Hates. I don't understand why. It's just this thing that they have that nobody likes. I could say the cool kid of our school. Guess what? We're in middle school. There's no such thing as cool. When you're in 7th grade, you might think you're cool, but newsflash, no matter what you do, you're not going to be cool. Rough years are in middle school, and no matter what you do, you're not going to be cool. Sorry, kids that think you're cool. You're not. You can really try to be cool when you're in elementary and in high school. Middle school, I don't know why, I never seen somebody in middle school being a cool kid. I never have. Now comment below if you have, because it might be different in your schools. I personally have never been to another school in middle school. I've stayed in this middle school for a while because, well, I'm in middle school for 3 years. I'm in the 2nd year. That means I just had to stay here for 2 years. So yeah, I kind of never went to a different middle school. Anywho, so yeah, cool kids don't exist in middle school. So we can take that genre and throw it out the window. Now that we threw that genre out the window, I said genre, didn't I? That group out the window. And we could talk about a different one, which I've been talking for around 9 minutes, and probably you are getting bored of this. Sorry, first podcast. Anyhow, let's see. There's not very much genres in the boys. Oh, right, I forgot one. There are also the so-called bad kids. They really just look like they're meaner, but they're actually pretty nice if you get to know them, have to be honest. I know that because I actually talked to one the other day. They were nice. Just don't mess with them, but they were nice. You have to look at the bright side to everything, really. I have trouble doing that, so does a lot of people in my family. But That includes for looking at genres of people. Just because they fit into a genre, I keep saying genre, group, just because they fit in a group does not mean they act exactly like the movies. Now it's time for the movie part. I've been talking about movies, but I didn't really talk about them with the groups. In the movies, let's take the girly girl out of one movie, and then take the one girly girl out of My School. We combine them. Guess what? We can't, because they're not equal. The girly girl in the movies have to be skinny. Can't stay away from carbs. Can't stand other people. Guess what? Not my girly girls at my school. I'm not one, but I can say the ones that are there, I think they're better than anybody else, and guess what? I don't think they are. I think they're equal. I think everybody in school is equal. Now that I talked about at least one genre from a movie, I'm sorry. I've been talking about this a lot. I don't get it, guys. I get that some people have mental problems in their heads, right? Well, some of them make people act out. No names, but I do know some. They act out a lot. To my opinion, they sometimes overuse their power. They purposely act out. Now, yes, they do sometimes accidentally act out, obviously, but I think they're also purposely acting out to get attention. Not naming anybody, not blaming anybody. But it's just so annoying. I don't know, guys. Should I blame them or their mental disorder? Because I don't know anymore. There's something to make you think about during the day. If somebody has a mental disorder, but you think they act out more than the mental disorder should do, what should he think? There's your hard question for the day. There we go. Maybe I just added something to my podcast. Anyhow, sorry if I was so scrambly around this video. I'm new to podcasts, obviously. I just announced it yesterday. But I do have to say, yesterday, YouTube got me hard. I was mad. I'm going to tell you guys what I use. I use an editing software, obviously, to record. It's my usually edit software for my editing when you see me. Actually, I have to take my video, and you actually can see me in my original video, but I take the audio out of it, so there's no video. Anywho, that's not my point. It gives me free things to use. Free music, free sound effects, and it should be all free. Shouldn't get copyrighted, nothing. Nice, right? I did a song at my end of my surprise video yesterday. As you probably seen, after I stopped talking, it was just a picture and no sound. Well, you can thank YouTube for that. I'm no longer trying to do sound effects in my videos, so I'm so sorry about that. And I'm also probably not going to be able to use any more music. I will try to do music again, but I might get copyrighted. I was about to upload my video, but if you guys don't upload your own videos, you don't know about this, but you have to go through this whole exam before you upload your video. Small, easy, simple. But there is a little bubble. You go through all of them. There's 4. There's one where you just edit your stuff, tell it if it's for kids or not. If kids allowed under 18 can watch your videos. And then move on to the next one. They give you more editing questions. Then get to the check. And usually mine says, guess what? You're free. You don't have any copyrights. And I use music in my other videos, and you guys do know that. But for some reason, when I did it this time, instead of it being blue, it turned red. It said, the copyright person said you can use it, but you will not get paid for it unless you give them credit. I'm like, I don't even know what, it doesn't even say what I got copyrighted on. Like, YouTube? What did I get copyrighted on? You can't just say I got copyrighted when you didn't tell me what I got copyrighted on. And then I'm like, the music. So I took out the music, did it again, and my check came in clear. I didn't get this music off Google or a random website. I got it off my editing software. They did release a new policy. I read through it. There's nothing about me getting copyrighted for music on it. I'm not complaining to my editing website. I love that it's free, and if I ever want to get upgrades, I can, but I still can edit. But I am complaining a little bit on YouTube's part. Work harder. You're starting to lose followers into YouTubers. But I need to have something to do when I'm done with everything today. So I'm not going to stop doing podcasts or YouTube, obviously. I'm just a little bit mad about that part. Now, I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.